Shalom, Rabbi Curt Landry here. We're talking about tolerance. And I think probably one of the areas that we need to talk about is when we know the word, and we know it to a degree, and sometimes we get hung up like on one scripture. Don't ever build a doctrine off one scripture. You need 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 scriptures to validate things. I'm going to give you an example. In Matthew 7:1, it says, "Judge not, that you may not be judged." This is totally, it doesn't mean that we don't judge. We actually judge the angels. So it's not, the saints, here, I'm going to give you a scripture here. It says right here in 1 Corinthians 6, it says, "Do you not know that we are to judge the angels? How much more then in matters of this life? So, if you have such a case, why do you lay them down to those who have no standing in the church?" So the church is designed and built as a governmental organization to be able to apostolically deal with sin. But then it says, "Judge not." So what that is really dealing with, Yeshua, what he's dealing with there is the judgment in your heart. He says, don't condemn in your heart that person. We are to have no condemnation. Do we deal with the conviction of the sin? If the Lord leads us and we're in a leadership role, yes, we are to confront sin, but we are to do it biblically and we are to do it in love. But don't let your heart get bitter, and don't let a bitter root grow in your heart. Don't be tolerant to that bitter root in your own heart. And that's what Jesus was saying. If you're judging others constantly, then bitterness will come and you'll lose your joy.